Bit of a fail. Right, let's get out of here.
Look how cute these are.
So this is my pride and my choice.
But we're going to get another pin this year. Is it a bit weird that my desk is at an angle? I am a domestic goddess and they're all in colour order. Just got a small waist and big thighs. So soft. Hello, welcome to another vlog. We've got some stuff to do. It is Tuesday. Yesterday I had a really bad period day, so I didn't really feel like picking up the camera, but I did have a really good weekend, a very wholesome weekend in fact. Lovely dog walk, a lovely roast, all lovely jubbly. In general, I am just doing pretty okay at the moment, but this week is going to test me in a good way. Last week, any spare moments I had was addressing the house. But actually the last 2 weeks, I suppose. This also involved Andrew. We have done a whole feng shui situation downstairs because we have ordered a new dining table for Christmas. I mean, not just for Christmas, but in general. And that should be arriving soon. So now my desk is our old dining table but closed up, so the smallest it can get, because I've also sorted my office, which means I've also sorted the spare room. Just bear with me a moment to explain all of this. This room used to be the guest room, but my ensuite is there, and I used to get really paranoid that when anyone would stay here and I'd go to like the loo in the middle of the night, or I was unwell in the middle of the night, whatever it might have been, you can basically hear. Not like hear, but like you can hear the toilet flush, or even like having a shower or whatever. You can just hear it because it like backs onto this wall. Not that we often have people stay, but we would like to change that now that the house is almost there. So I've decided this is going to be my office. It's not finished, but that is on the agenda this week. And then the other room, which was the box room, it's not a box room but had lots of boxes in it, is now the spare room, which fits a lot nicer. We've also moved the wardrobe that was in here in there, which was something else. Stressful. But what it has left the house in making all those decisions and choices for long-term happiness is disorganisation, a bit of mess, and decluttering. So this vlog, spewing into the next vlog, is going to be me showing you what I've got done and what I have got to do. And I would kind of like some feedback if you don't mind, because in this room it's quite a long room and I didn't want everything to be like against the wall there and then against the wall there. I just didn't like that. So I've got my table at an angle here, my desk an angle here. It looks a bit weird, but I'm just rolling with it. Downstairs, we are trying, you will see it looks like a crime scene with all the tape on the floor. We're trying to sort out where we're going to have our new sofa. We've managed to go against our insurance on our old sofa because the warranty of it has just not lasted. We have got an eye on one, which is the same place where we got our new dining table from and chairs. But I think it's too deep for our house. Like, we wanted to do like a 2 and a 2, but it to like obviously like connect. But because they're so deep, they're coming out and in, and it looks a bit like claustrophobic. So we're thinking of doing like a 2, a corner bit, and then a 1 bit that juts out. But then we think like the sofa we want and how we want to use a sofa is just to leisure, to like proper like sprawl out and like watch a film, watch a series. I don't want it to be like all pretty, and obviously I want it to be pretty, but it needs to be purposeful for the type of people we are. So downstairs does look a bit dodgy, and I'm sure that when the table does come in it won't look so weird and the orientation isn't quite working. So we're living in a bit of chaos at the moment, and on top of all of that, I've decided that we're going to throw a Halloween party this Saturday. Very, very last minute. I wish I was a bit more organised, but Andrew is going away for almost 6 weeks to basically live out in Malta doing a job, which is so exciting, and I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, going to fly out and see him, and he's going to like come back at a weekend or two. And this was the only weekend like he was about to do something social. So we've asked all our friends, and not everyone can make it, to just celebrate my birthday, but also like spend time with us. And also it's October, let's shove a Halloween theme on it. So we've got some brownies to bake, I've got some cookies to bake, I've got a food shop to do. Like there is a list so long that we have to get through. But this particular vlog is only going to be today and tomorrow because I was poorly yesterday. And on top of that, I've also got to fit some work in. So Denzel may turn into Denzel. But no, we're keeping with Denzel. So today in my head, I have doing a food shop, going to storage, because I want to try and find a rug for this room, going to B&M because I want to get a diffuser for this room, and I have nicked a few things around the house to make my office look nice that I kind of need to put things back around the house. So I'm going to write some lists and we are going to leave the house. I never vlog leaving the house, so this should be brand new exciting content. We could have been so good together. Brownies. One lactose-free milk. Egg salad. Part of me feels like I should bake something else, but let's not overcomplicate it. Red onion, celery, red apple, courgettes, carrots. B&M was poor. B&M is normally really good. So much so that I went in with a trolley. I got 3 things. So I got these witches' hats, a pack of 4 printed candles. I needed to get a diffuser, a lasagna tray, a brownie tray, a diffuser. I wanted, they do like a £6 plant basket, wasn't there? I wanted to get a tray for the candles because they're going on like these candelabras things, and when they drip down, I didn't want it to drip on the table. But I walked out with basically nothing that was on this list and stuff that I've added. So there's that. I'm contemplating going to another B&M that's bigger, and they've got Hobbycraft, which would be good for the Halloween party, but it wasn't on my list of things to do today. So part of me is like, do I go to Home Bargains that's round the corner? Because I haven't been to Home Bargains in a while. We are in. I asked Andrew for the codes because I didn't know them / couldn't remember them. I'm trying to find a rug from years ago. Expectations low. Why did I think I would be able to find it? And there, that's just clothes. Okay, well, bit of a fail. Right, let's get out of here. Oops. Sometimes when you go to storage, you find things and you're like, oh, I have a place for that now. But I went in there trying to find this darn rug, and it was from HomeSense years ago. It's pink, but it's really thin. And it's got tassels on the end. And at this point, I feel like cutting my losses a bit and just going and doing a food shop and not bothering about Home Bargains, because I feel like that's going to take 45 minutes out of what I'm trying to do already, and just maybe have a home day. So I was talking to myself whilst driving here because Home Bargains was traumatic. There was just too much going on. I highly rate B&M over Home Bargains in our area, just personal preference. And I was like, I woke up in a good mood this morning, and then I left the house. The end. But anyway, I got some more decorations. This is more for like the front of our house. We've got like a little porch and I want to do like dangly things. So I've got witches' hats, ghoulies and bats. Frickin' bats. I got Monster Munch. Pyrex dish for lasagna because I needed something a bit deeper and I feel like that's gonna do the job. Where are all these people coming from? That was the other thing. Is it an inset day? I'll tell you what I did get. This doodad. A trolley coin. But it won't come off. Oh, it did come off. So I'm going to do that. Because I keep on using a pound. But the pound, because our pounds are different now. Well, they've been different for ages. They don't really fit in properly. You've got to like proper jam it in. So I've got that now to put on my keys. Outside, get in. Did you go wee-wees? Right, you want your putt-putt, don't you? I haven't got it. Hang on. See. Ready? Gently. There you go. Bye, Ralph. Cheers. Well, look how cute these are. I did get a good few pumpkins for the party on Saturday, but they're well cute.
At my high school, believe it or not, and took a screenshot. That's Googling. Alright, okay, we're only 2 minutes into the video. What could have possibly happened at this doctor's appointment?
Right, so I've had a bit of lunch. I've now thought I'm going to make a start on this bolognese, which is going to turn into a lasagna and then leftovers, or it'll just be a lasagna and it'll be a big beefy lasagna because I bought a new dish. 2 onions, 4 celery sticks. Must put my apron on. I don't like using the white bits. Also, celery is good for dogs. Do you want some? I know Kiki will. Oh no, neither of you do. Okay. But I rough chop it and then I put it in a food processor. Unless you want to be like finely chopping everything, which it's not my favourite thing to do and it makes cooking less enjoyable in my opinion. I rough chop it, put it in the food processor, and then it just becomes, you know, diced, nice and finely chopped. I'm really enjoying my cooking journey though. I am cooking the same things at the moment, which is bolognese, lasagna. I do a mean risotto. I would like to do a cottage pie, but again, it will be like a turkey one. Carrot. Right, Kiki, you like carrot, or do you want to wait for the apple? You guys want a carrot? There you go. Well done. I add courgettes as well. Courgette is such a good vegetable. I think it's a superfood as well. I'm someone where I like hiding vegetables wherever I can. Sofrito. You want apple? Oh, you love apple, don't you, Kiki? Yeah, see, you do. When Kiki wants it, you then take it. Right, we're going to move over to the food processor now. Let me just double check I've done everything. Yes, I have. So this is my pride and my joy. Don't know what the best way is to... Yeah. I switch between my Hexclad and my Ninja because I'm going to need to drain the sofrito mix. This is really good. Bit of olive oil. Who am I, Jamie Oliver? Oil.
Please step out of the way.
Just cooking this so that it's like, yeah, just fairly high for 5 minutes. Just to cook it through a bit. And I'm going to keep this on low at the back because water is starting to come out of this veg. And now what I'm going to do is get a pan out brown off the mince. I'm just going to put it on this one.
Well, that's why she found out I didn't.
Wash hands. Brown it off, girl. Brown it off. Maybe not that long. Let's drain this. Right, so now the mince and the passata is all together. I'm going to add in my lazy garlic. Just finish it off. 2 teaspoons. 1 more of that. 2 stock cubes. Gives it some flavour with all that veg. 2 500 grams of passata. I'm letting this do its thing for half an hour, marinate a bit. So I'm thinking, what can I do in half an hour? And I'm going to strip the bed and I'm going to wash it.
I don't see why that's insane.
Fine. I'm sure he's fine.
You know, I've been racking my brain trying to think of a nice girl to set him up with. Lorelai.
Dirty limerick, song parody.
Well, she has a lovely laugh.
I tell him to clear the plates, and he's like, I'm tired. I've been on my feet all day.
So I thought a house would do.
All that running around Stars Hollow.
It's for his own good, and once the two of you are in the house.
Great job, son. High five.
Back at it. Apron back on. I'm going to taste this and see how it's going. Okay. Tasty. Lacto-free milk. This is the bit that I do like. Again, calm down, you're only on 3. Get an onion, get all the gubbins off. You get 1 bay leaf and 2 cloves. Yeah, cloute, and you infuse it in the milk. Ta-da! And you want nutmeg as well. So I'll put it in a little Ziploc bag. 50 grams.
Anyway, Cornwall on the west coast of the UK, so it's really helpful to pick his brains about what it's like to live here as a British expat.
The milk is doing really well. I'm just doing low and slow, so it doesn't do this little curdly thing at the bottom. With my half my red onion, bay leaf and cloves. Great. I've measured out my bits for a roux, which is 50-50, 50 grams of plain flour and 50 grams of unsalted butter. I'm going to season this all myself. So I've got to melt the butter, because big knob of butter, I think that's going to take some time.
Beginning stages of...
Hey Siri, set timer for 2 minutes. Yay! Made a roux! Hey Siri, stop timer. I love that the nutmeg changes the colour of this.
Start really quick with the Damon White stuff because it seemed like from what I got.
Nutmeg has gone in. I've done 1 teaspoon. I might put some corn flour in.
Because her retelling of that story doesn't match on.
Right, I think that should be it now.
A different character
But when in doubt, corn flour is your best friend.
for other people.
I'm happy with this. So, layer 1. Then I put some spinach down. Don't like that it doesn't go all the way over to the edge, but I've got myself a new dish and this is not working out. Then I'm gonna get the bechamel. Don't judge on the pasta front, okay? I'm trying. I think that's going to be way more than enough. Let's finish this off. Now let's do these. I think I've just made 4 portions, but they're not beefy portions. And that is me done. I'm just doing the peas.
Do you want to see something really cool?
Yeah. Alright, artsy fartsy. Yeah, that's well cool.
Do we get the peas out?
They are already out.
Oh, fantastic.
So I think this is probably for 6 people. We're not going to be doing this. So if you would like another portion, that's fine. But we're cutting it as if there's 6 people.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. You're not proud of me?
I'm incredibly proud of you.
Are you having more?
I shouldn't have more now, should
Just pace yourself. But what?
I? Yeah,
What's your?
it's good. Your flavours are very good.
Not doing a bit of salt.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah. Alright, look, I'm really sorry. I only want to do 20 minutes. Don't shoot the sheriff.
I guess it was still scandalous, maybe. But not, by today's standards, not really. Wait for it. See you in time here. Yes. I had a full, 7-foot poster of that man in my room. 3, 2, 1. Lots more stretches on demand.
It's just like candy. Ralph! In, please.
And the baby in the pram. And the car seat. It's just like, because I need to get them on, I'm more prepared now, mentally. Because yeah.
Done. Oh, I'm going to put these. Good afternoon. I've just come back from getting my nails done. Tiny little ghosties. My next nail appointment is in November, so this is going to overlap a little bit, but I could not get them done. I was gonna actually have just plain nails because I'm not feeling very well today. I don't know about any other gals out there, but towards the end of my period, I just get really bad pains out of nowhere, and I had it today. This morning has been mega productive, as you would have seen. And then it got to lunchtime and I was like, I don't feel well, and I'm getting my nails done today. This isn't great. When I do have my nails done, normally I end up having a longer day, or I'll work into the evening or whatever else, just so that I get stuff done. So I know that the days are also dragged out a little bit more, which feeling like this isn't ideal. But when I go through my office, because if there's anything else I kind of want to do, I want to do that before Andrew goes away for 6 weeks. As soon as tomorrow hits, which will be therapy day, which also eats into my day, got to work. And then Friday, day before the party, so I'm going to do bits for that and got to work. It's all going to just start getting on top of itself. And then I don't want it to be day before Andrew leaves and I need him to do a load of stuff, because whether I can't lift something, drill holes into the wall, cover holes, whatever it might be, that requires Andrew's expertise, that is far better than mine. And I also want to promise what I said at the beginning of this vlog was sorting my clothes out, sorting organising my drawers and stuff, refining stuff, because when this does go up, I do want other people's opinions, this is how I would have done this room, or why don't you do this in this drawer or something. That's really helpful to me. But before we do any of that, I need to have some lunch. It's 3 p.m. Having lasagna again for dinner tonight, which lasagna was fabulous yesterday, obviously. Still haven't washed my hair, as you can see. So there's things that are stacking up on the list. Some are more important than others, and I struggle to define that. So I just want to rock and roll.
From this side.
Okay. I can buy them for a pen and they look how they're going to be, because I don't recognise these people anymore.
I don't know, I just feel the speaking to
It's just so weird. The whole situation is
I'll just think it could be multiple stresses.
I'm gonna be my future wife.
things are still awkward, and I didn't want them to feel uncomfortable.
This is my office. Work in progress. I've got skeletons on the floor at the moment, and I've got bags down here which I can't kind of like an overflow situation. But I thought I would go through my drawers that I've put together. Now, working here is great. I haven't done it for a full day yet. I've been mainly downstairs, but going back to the drawers, it's just things that we have more than one of, like a couple of things. So I've got like my Disney bits here, my cross stitch. My cross stitch is kind of like crafty bits as well. And then I've got like my crafts drawer, so like extra stationery, my craft books, a guillotine, and then like extra little bits like this. I'm pretty happy with those drawers. It's just the end ones I'm not too sure about. The reason being is because it's hair bits, face and body bits, and then makeup bits. And for me, I don't know what the best way of storing things are. I don't gravitate to makeup bits as often, but if I'm doing something fancy, I might gravitate towards lip stuff, although I probably don't need as many as that. I've got tweezers from like doing eyelashes and stuff, sharpeners, extra makeup brushes, so I need to label that. And then this is just like extra makeup bits, so stuff that's not my colour or I'm changing up my makeup a bit, bronzers and stuff, extra little bits of when I'm running out. I also have bought these recently and they are tattoo freckles. I thought that could be a really good reel to make and potentially something that would be fun to try. I'm loving how this is working, but I can't find where I got these from because I got these, it was for props when I was doing product photography and they were great. As I said, I can't find them anymore. So I would just love to know how other people store their makeup bits. And then with face and body, again, it's just a bit of a mess. I mean, this is just, half of this I probably need to throw away. Like, this is tanning stuff, but just other bits, like so random. Look, I've just got like a load of belts here, horrendous deodorants. Like, I've got a sun cream box. Why? So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. And then the top one is hair bits, because I've got a bunch of collections of hair bits, like toothbrushes to do slip backs and things. And then I've got like tray and storage bits. Like, none of it really makes sense, but I just don't know how to properly store everything. I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point. The thing with me is that I'm very particular, and if I do something, I'm going into it doing it the most logical, make sense type of way. And I've started doing this and I've hated it. I've loved doing the labelling side of things, but a part of me is just like, I need to be a bit more savvy with the space in these drawers because storage is so crucial in this house. It's a big house, but the furniture that we have is the furniture that we have. And if we, now what we're starting to do is buy furniture that isn't just IKEA, because I do feel with IKEA furniture does have a lifespan on it that's not very long, that if we are to start buying more furniture, I want it to be like solid wood and like last us for a very long time. And we're not in a position to think about furniture or other furniture right now, because we've just done a dining table. We're thinking about what we're going to do with the insurance with our sofa. If there is an opportunity to declutter and go through some bits, which means I have more space to store other things that are more important, that's what I'll do. The two drawers I am pumped about are these ones. I have a games and gift wrapping drawer, and I love the fact that I've done this. All you can see is bloody Uno. These are cards that Andrew and I written to each other but haven't opened them yet. This is probably like a year old. It's just a thing Andrew and I do. We just forget to open cards and it's become just like a thing. But we're making a thing out of this to open them this year. So another story for another day. All the gift wrapping bits here and paper. Do you know how it just goes in random places in the house? Well, I have a place now and I'm really excited. Some of these cards at the front actually have a purpose, but this whole storage basket is just full of cards. Like, I've got Christmas cards in here, birthday cards, congratulation cards, wedding cards, and I just love it. I now have a place to go to where everything is stored and it's not a massive guessing game. This one is not 100% ideal because I would kind of like this space, but until I know what I'm doing with this, it's just going to stay there because it fits there. This is just a pink shelf that I wanted up at the old place. I'm not sure how it's going to fit in here. I do love this. This is for like necklaces. It was in the Urban Outfitters sale. I did not pay £12 for this, but I just liked that it was gold and a flower, and to hang my long jewellery on, I was vibing with that. And then these are just extra boxes. Once we start going through the drawers in Andrew's study downstairs, they will probably go down there, because I've then got this drawer, which is like another box, a gimbal. Like, I don't know what half of this stuff is because it's to do with, I don't say it's to do with Andrew, it's both of our stuff, but he knows what wires do what. Like, I think that goes with a gimbal or something. Like, there's no reason for it being upstairs because I'm not going to go to this drawer every day or like every week or whatever. So the main purpose of all of this is just stuff that I use relatively often. Okay, I've got a drawer with Disney bits in it. Am I going to use this every day? Probably not, but this is a happy drawer. And if I just want to open it and have a look at some stuff, I can because it's here. And yeah, as I said, I've got my cross stitch in there. This is like hobby based. I like it as a concept, but it could be refined. And that is just my brain just doing its thing of like, you've done something and it's not good enough, you could do it a lot better. And I hate that trait in me, but we're working on it. Therapy. The other thing I'm really chuffed about is that I have repurposed this fabric corkboard into my pin board. Andrew and I have a lot of pins. The majority of them are his, but these are ones that we have collected together, so that's why I want them displayed. This was like a whole Christmas limited edition range where I think most of the resorts, if not all the resorts, had some sort of like stocking and a character coming out of it. And I love that the beach club had Seal from is it Finding Nemo? Got Roger Rabbit from Pop. We stayed at the beach club. I absolutely love that we're going to get another pin this year because we're staying somewhere as well as Pop. We're doing Pop for 5 days and then we're going somewhere else. So that'll be a new pin. Obviously had to get Haunted Mansion pins because we are big fans. That was the first pin that I ever got myself when we went in 2022. And yeah, just other ones. We did get our friend Tina, because she's an annual pass member. We are not. This was a limited edition, so that's a bit naughty. And then we attended like these two well, that was a Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party pin, and we got that as a gift. So I've like pinned it up. Then we did Festival of the Holidays. And then I've also put our badges up here from our honeymoon. This was my one and this was Andrew's one. And we've got ornaments as well. That'll end up going up on the tree, as will these and this one. But it just looked a little bit empty, so yeah. This room is my happy room. So although at a glance it looks a bit messy or cluttered, it's all things that make me happy. So when we had a house rabbit, I had a photo of me and Dwight drawn, so I've got that near me. Stuff from our wedding, obviously pens. This is my favourite section as well because it is sausage dog bookends, but I would love these to be like really nice coffee books that we have when we have a really nice coffee table, but our coffee table is a bit rank. It needs to go to the tip because it got a massive chip out of it. So these are up here. We've got an Avatar book. This book is from the 1980s. It was my mum's. And then we got this one the beginning of this year, I think, or last Christmas. But they are just like Disney related books and they're behind me when I work and it's really nice. And I've got a little cactus, which was new. He was for the bathroom, but he's now in here. Kind of a room tour, I suppose, but I'm just not happy with the room yet. So I'm showing you snippets, although it's turned into the whole room. And then, yeah, I've got the bookcase, but all of this stuff here needs to go. But again, just everything on the bookcase are happy things that bring me joy, stuff that I can just walk into the room straight away and appreciate and kind of like crack on with my day. Is it a bit weird that my desk is at an angle? Yes, it is, and I would like a big plant to like come out and do its thing. I think it would die. I don't know a decent house plant that's quite majestic that actually does well in the UK. If you know any green-fingered people out there, please let me know. This IKEA light that is partially on its way out, I thought, look babes, you go in that corner, give me a bit of light. I've got a window from here and a window from there, like I'm okay. So that's the office situation. I do want to go through some clothes because this room has finally been addressed and I have got so many clothes, and we're talking like clothes that just need to be put away because we're not in summer anymore, and then we've got like coats that I want to sell on Vinted, shoes that I need to sell on Vinted, trousers that probably need to go to Clothes Bank. I'm so desperate for all these rooms to be, in principle, done, but I want them to be as clear as possible because I've spent, and we have spent, so much time getting them to a position where they have the potential to look really good. I don't then just want a load of clothes sitting on the bed and stuff on the floor, not having a purpose or not really having a home. The dressing room is absolutely fine, no problems from me. If you watch the house tour, you will see that these IKEA wardrobes came with the house, and I maybe wouldn't have chosen this configuration. I don't like this, being able to see through these. This one doesn't look too bad because I, again, meticulously fold things with a folding device so that things not only fit better in a space, but they look neater and visually I can see things better. This is how insane I am. So this is Andrew's drawer. Yeah, like I folded every single t-shirt and they're all in colour order. I mean, as best as I could. I am a domestic goddess and this is one of my strengths. So I'm using it to my advantage and it does make my brain really, really happy. But I just know that I don't like this. This is all my gym stuff. And again, I probably need to go through half of that because it doesn't fit, slash it's got holes in it. Could probably be changed with like my underwear stuff because that's what you're dealing with, like the front of these boxes, which will make that neater, but I can't then reach up and be able to get in there and see my pants because my underwear, because it's all going to be covered. So I don't know whether to like move the drawers in like a different location or something. All of this bit here is all exposed and messy. That drives me up the wall. I've got 2 empty drawers which I need to think about. It's going to be a whole thing and I want to do it, but I want to do it right. I want to have a good idea of what I have and what space each things need and then just do it and be really happy with it. I don't mind tweaking things, but when you're continuously fighting like an endless battle, it's just not fun, is it? Plan for me would be to go through my clothes, not only my summer and autumn wardrobe, but also go through what I need, what I don't need, what I can sell on Vinted. What do I need to do that? And that is, I think I'm going to need to go in the loft. I need a clear box because again, I don't want to start making a massive messy mountain. With something like this, you can really see my personality coming out because I can't, this is why I put things off, because I have to do things in a particular way, and I think that's just the neurodiversity in me, I'm guessing. Speaking of clothes, I've got delivery, so I'm going to quickly try these on. So if you remember, when I went to Athens, I wore this light blue all-in-one situation on the plane. Well, I accidentally washed it and got bleach on it. So I got another one. I did dye the other one, so it's now like a dark grey, greeny grey. But I absolutely loved this colour and I just thought I'll probably end up wearing this on the plane to Disney. It was in the sale, it was like 20 quid off or something. And then what else was in the sale were these, this was a rookie one. These joggers. I really like their brand Daily Practice. Just got a small waist and big thighs, so... Oh, they're so soft. They are so soft. And can I wear my period pants with them? Oh, they're so soft. Just got like skeletons here. They're not real. Just so soft. Hang on, I'm looking in the big mirror. They're really soft, but I just think they're a bit too big. They're not here, but around my waist, they're... You see what I mean? This is the issue I have, and I think it's why I have to go with like a curved range because I'm pear-shaped, so I'm small here and then I go out. Sorry this was only 2 days. I just didn't want to shove in a load of other content and post something up on Sunday as a bit half-assed. I knew I had a lot to do these last couple of days, so I just thought, come along with me. What I normally get up to with a bit of extra things that I'm working on, I've got on my list to knock off. So do feel free to leave a comment down below, subscribe, like this video, it helps my channel. Gets me out there to people seeing my name, I think. So that's helpful. And then in the next video, it will be tablescaping, baking, getting ready for this darn Halloween party, and Andrew getting ready to leave for a good couple of weeks. So I'm not looking forward to that part, but the Halloween party, all the decorations, putting all of them up, I'll get Andrew to help me film all of that. I might even show you snippets of the party if people don't mind. That'll do it for me, folks. I hope you have been keeping lovely and well and happy and healthy, and I look forward to seeing you next Thursday. That's technically an outro, but if not, bye.